graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Oh, hey folks, I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and if you want to listen to a good podcast, listen to my good buddies at Suplex City Limits. That's the podcast to check out wrestling. Tough guy, po!
Before we smoke the tree, everybody in the scene knows he know the most doja. That's why they label us the Cottonmouth Soldiers. Sport is zero, yeah, our clocks is always on. These anti-heroes are just here to serve you problems. So leave those blessings right up here upon the altar. And 420, everybody's burning ganja. You catch me at the smoke out.
Welcome, thank you for downloading episode 158 of Suplex City Limits for 420 2018. Puff Puff Pass, it's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, and he's higher than Jeff Hardy at Victory Road 2011. My co-host,
Mr. Tyler Fudge, and Jim, this is not the 420 episode, just so you know. This is, because it's more important, Tyler Fudge's birthday episode. Thank you very much. Tyler Fudge's birthday.
Happy early birthday, man.
Yeah, birthday's not till tomorrow, but fuck it, right? 420, 421, no difference.
Having a birthday, I mean, people born on 420, that's the money spot right there.
I had one buddy I grew up with that was born on 420, never smoked weed a day in his life. What a fucking waste.
Oh, what a fucking slacker.
Right?
Suplex City Limits available for listening everywhere fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. Follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, consider supporting it by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. We've got a bunch of designs, bunch of sizes. They ship everywhere. Or you can donate on our Patreon, become a producer of the show, like our friends Caleb, the Mizcast, Casey, the infamous Chris Savage, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, Michael Thomas, the Rice-A-Roni Jabroni Ty Loney, Insane Ian Jackson, Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz, and our homies at Wrestling Soup Podcast. Much love, Mish, Joey, and Draper. This week on the Pot Smokin'est Wrestling Pod on the internet, we celebrate 420 and we talk about wrestling.
I mean, we're, like you said on Twitter, Jim, 420 to stoners, just another day where stoners smoke weed. That's we're just going to smoke more. So can you imagine how off the rails? Jim's not going to get drunk, but
it's like I've smoked every day for about fucking 15 years, but I'm going to today as well.
Yes, just so you know.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. We may as well get right into the shit this week and talk about, we'll do the top three. How about that?
Suplex City Limits Top 3.
Suplex City Limits top three. Our top three matches of the week.
Top
this week
three, you say? Three?
Yeah, this week it's one. What's that?
It's Killian Dane versus Lars Sullivan from NXT. What a match.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
No, really good, actually.
What a send-off for Killian Dane, and what a way to build Lars Sullivan when Killian Dane leaves. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't know about Sullivan. Did you still super green? How are you gonna? I mean, they don't mind it. I guess they put Braun in there when he was super green. So
yeah, and that ended up working as well. And that was even to an nth degree. He was green on the main roster.
Yeah,
he bypassed NXT aside from some Adam Rose bunny bits. But
oh god, yeah.
As everybody,
but other than that. This week, usually, I don't know, I guess I didn't watch Ring of Honor, didn't watch Impact. Very, coming out of the WrestleMania thing here, I'm a little overloaded on wrestling.
Exactly. That's the same thing with me. And knowing that at some point in time this week, I've got to record Starrcade 89 for the Federation is just killing me. Just less wrestling as possible.
Dude, I put out a fuckload of content this week on the channel.
You're a fucking savage.
Yeah.
So what happens when you don't have to watch Impact?
Yeah. There you go. But yeah, other than that, Raw didn't have anything really. SmackDown didn't have anything that stood out to me as being top three worthy. So I didn't watch 205 Live. I heard that show's really tanked out since the tournament ended.
Well, there's nothing to build around now. It's just it's a show with some matches with people with no heat.
Yeah, just have the Mexicans go out there and wrestle the Japanese guys. And
yeah, it's paint by numbers. It's exactly what it is. It's boring.
that's what they've been doing. They just like every variety of Lucha House Party taking on
Every variety of Japanese people.
of Sushi House Party or whatever.
Sushi house party.
Sushi House Party.
I like that.
So, yeah, that's really the only good match this week. So, might as well move on. Get into the news.
This week in the news, Harry Smith Jr. has a warrant out for his arrest. Some people died, and the NXT guy is still smearing shit figuratively. Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is news to me. May as well start off here with the passing of Bruno Sammartino.
Yes, and you know what? Really I got from all this? Bruno Sammartino is probably the most famous wrestler to ever live.
Kind of.
You know what I mean? Like it's to me, it's everything that's reporting on Bruno. My radio station, my local rock radio station, was talking about Bruno Sammartino passing away. Do you know how much they've ever talked about wrestling? Zero. Right?
When Roddy Piper died, that was pretty big news.
Macho Man.
Macho Man was big news.
Yeah.
Dusty was even pretty big news.
It was. Obviously, when Hogan dies, that'll be big news. But like for me, it's somebody from that day, from the the 60s. You know what I mean? For that to have such an impact on everybody around the world, that blows my mind. It's crazy.
Yeah. He lived to be 82 years old. You can't be pissed about that, right?
No. Spent the
You
last
make
couple
it
months
82
in the
years.
hospital.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a fucking hell of a run.
Dave Meltzer was saying 17 years ago he was pissed that he could only curl 60 pounds. And it's like, dude, you're 70 years old. What are you trying to curl for? Right? He was pissed at himself because he was getting weak.
He almost died.
Yeah.
As a kid, he wasn't gonna. Yeah, they didn't think he was gonna live.
No, it's crazy. Like Nazis invaded Italy. They ran for the hills. His mother got shot in the shoulder.
Yeah, very good. If you haven't watched his Legends with JBL, I'm sure you have, but for all of the listeners, it's very good. He could be a guy who definitely could have the documentary treatment, I think.
Oh, easily. If you have a Figure 4 online subscription, look for their episodes of Bruno Sammartino. They're amazing.
Yeah. I just after the Under the Giant movie, I just want Bill Simmons to keep making wrestling documentaries.
Dude, it would be so good.
Could you just keep making those? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like we had a Ric Flair one, we got an Andre the Giant one. Which one would you like to see next? Me, Roddy Piper, because that story was fascinating. Homeless
Roddy
as a kid,
or Bruno. Man, who else could you do? Klondike Bill.
Yes. Who else could you do? When Hogan dies, obviously there'll be one of him.
WWE did a pretty good macho one.
I was gonna say if I could get a non-WWE made Macho Man one that's not afraid to pull punches, because we all know Macho Man was a dick. Right? You know what I mean? Like, people hated Macho Man for the way he treated Miss Elizabeth. So, like, that tells you right there, Andre the Giant hated Macho Man for the way he treated Miss Elizabeth. But, like, I'd like to see a documentary just about the man, like, just how many sides Macho Man, you know what I mean? Just, I'd like to know that, because to me, you don't really know much beyond that, because his family doesn't really open up much.
Yeah. And, I mean, even too, WWE did a really good one on King already.
Jerry the King Lawler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, actually.
Pretty good. But yeah, that's so 82 years old, can't complain there. No. Interestingly though, that era of the wrestling in the North is in the Northeast is very boring. Can we get down to that? I don't want to watch. I wouldn't watch a Bruno Sammartino match for shit.
No, I wouldn't either. But you gotta respect what he contributed and how, like, you sell out Madison Square Garden so many times, you got to respect that. I'm not going to say.
Meltzer? How about Meltzer on the day he died saying, that was the weirdest place to go, man.
You know what, though? I understand why he would do that, because how many days are we going to be talking about Bruno Sammartino? The most of the population will talk about him that day and never again. Okay? Yeah. People will take the information of 180, 190 sellouts, and they'll never hear it again because they're not going to look at Bruno Sammartino stuff no more. You get it out that day, you tell people, and you're not misinforming the whole population.
Yeah, that's
right?
True. It was kind of, it seemed kind of aspy to do, though, on that day.
I've met Dave Meltzer. He's aspy as fuck. You should. I think Travis probably told the story on Suplex City Limits of getting a handshake with Dave Meltzer. It's fucking hilarious.
He like shook his hand upside down or backwards or something.
Backwards, like he curled his hand in to shake. It was fucking weird, dude. It was like doing a curtsy.
He's so fucking weird. I love him though.
I do too.
But yeah, from there, what else we got? Another death. The death of Nikki Bella and John Cena's love.
I thought you were going to talk about number one, Paul Jones.
Are you familiar with that dude?
Number one, Paul Jones. All I know him from is a manager in the 80s.
Yeah. I don't really, I'm not going to bullshit you and be like, well, he was there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know much about him.
He managed mid-carders in the 80s. That's all I know.
Yeah, he was a wrestler too, I believe.
Yes, apparently a much better wrestler than manager.
There you go. What do you think, John Cena and Nikki Bella breakup? Less than a month, like mere weeks out from their wedding.
That's all you're going to get from me. I don't give a fuck.
Let's give a fuck. Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, it sucks. You know what I mean? Getting left, a week before, Cinco de Mayo is the wedding.
Yeah, because she's so fucking Spanish, dude.
Right. Because her name, or was her last name is some weird... Garcia. Garcia, that's their names. Their names are Garcia. I
remember, though, it was like, oh, the Bella twins are on the cover of, I don't know, some kind of Latino magazine. I was like, really? Those chicks, like, how? I mean, maybe their dad or something?
Their dad is their mother. You've seen their mother with John Laurinaitis. She's white as the driven snow.
I mean, I don't think of them as that, like whatsoever.
Me neither. To
me, they're just basic ass white bitches.
Basic ass white bitches. I'd fuck both of them in a heartbeat, though.
Of course. Of course. But I mean, I don't know. I would be lying if I didn't say that, like, thinking of him fucking saying, like, calling it off, like, weeks before their wedding and, like, how sad she probably was. I fucking loved it. I hate that bitch so much.
Especially it's just like, well, I'm off to Saudi Arabia. See you later.
Yeah. I fucking hate that chick, dude.
Yeah, she's vapid.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the deal, he said that they didn't see each other for months. So I'm sure this guy is like laying in some hotel out where he's filming a movie and thinking like, why am I not fucking broads right now?
No. He's probably was fucking broads. Cause I mean, that's why his wife left him the last time.
That's true. He probably could have, and she'd have went with it. She'd have went along with anything he did.
As long as he gave her a kid.
I just think in general, he probably could have done anything he wanted to that chick, and she'd have been right fucking, right in line for it.
Oh, yeah, because she'll still be riding that gravy train, so. Yeah.
So there's that. What else we got?
We have Harry Smith. There's a warrant out for his arrest after assaulting, in quotations, Jake Roberts.
Assault with a coffee, man.
Yeah, a hot coffee, man. That could do some fucking damage. There's a lady, she sued McDonald's. She got lots of money.
Yeah. That's because it was held too hot, though.
Yes, it was past its boiling point.
Yeah, what a fucking wiener this guy is. I mean, he's in Japan most of the fucking time anyway.
Yeah, and like
or
the
Canada.
thing is, god damn it, Jake Roberts is what, 60 years old?
Yeah.
What are you doing assaulting a 60-year-old dude? Like, seriously, like what point is proven when you in your fucking male prime. You know what I mean? Like, shit will not be any better than right now. You're going to go and try to pick a fight with a guy who's closer to death than he is his prime? Come on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes me feel like you're a pussy. You did, like, remember when he saved that girl from killing herself?
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's come a long way from that. A long way.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort your shit out, dude. I mean, like, who cares? It's not like you really knew your dad that much anyway.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that might have been the best joke of SCL history. I fucking loved it.
Chris Jericho says his relationship in New Japan is finished.
I wonder, is that Vince McMahon? Like, did Vince McMahon say, "Hey, you're not doing this no more"?
I have no idea. He says not to say he won't go back again in the future, but as right now, the relationship is pretty much finished.
So disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, they got enough they wanted out of it. They got enough out of it.
Oh, they definitely did. I was just really excited to see that Naito match.
Yeah. But you would run into the problem of, like, what are you going to do? Are you going to let... I guess you could let Jericho beat him, maybe. Not really.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would not sacrifice my biggest star to some North American guy that might not come back. No.
Do you think Jericho cares enough that he would have a problem going in and doing the job, for 2-3 matches and then leaving, getting no wins at all?
Well, that's usually what he does in the WWE. He usually comes in and loses. A guy at his age should understand what his position is.
Yeah, that's true. Have you heard about what superstar Billy Graham had to say about Ronda Rousey this week?
Something about mimicking Hot Rod, right? Wasn't it?
I mean, he just, like, went on. I mean, he says it's nauseating. I demand that you fans respond to this crap the WWE is trying to lay on you by even thinking about her making Triple H tap out. This makes me sick. Ronda Lousy. That's what we're calling from now on. By the way, I mean, I kind of with you on that, Billy. I don't like it either. I don't think she's for shit. I think she's the shits too, but I don't know. What say you?
Well, see, he just seems like an old man. You know what I mean?
He hates everything.
Yeah,
he does.
he does, and he's never pulled punches on his hatred for the WWE ever. So yeah. I wouldn't expect that to change.
And he was gonna give his he was gonna fucking send his Hall of Fame ring back when they let Abdullah in. Because Abby gave some people the hep.
Yeah. I mean, like, sure, that's pretty fucking shitty. That's a low blow. There's a special place in hell reserved for people like that. But I mean,
yeah, Abby was pretty cool though.
He was.
I mean, you're surprised that you're gonna get a bloodborne disease from a guy who, like, ate raw chicken on TV,
yeah, exactly,
or like fucking bled all over the place in Puerto Rico. I wouldn't want to get a nick in Puerto Rico on myself,
I fell down on a beach in Cuba and cut my knee. I was scared to death.
What did you think you were going to get, like hepatitis or something?
I don't fucking know, man. You're not supposed to eat the ice cubes because you can get hepatitis. So, yeah, maybe.
Fuck me.
I had to get a Twinrex vaccination when I went there.
Yeah, it's a hard pass on that shit.
You want to hear the most crazy, mind-blowing news piece of the week? Randy Orton's tattoo artist is suing the WWE in 2K games.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of been a thing lately. Someone won some money suing for a LeBron James tattoo, I guess, in the NBA games.
See,
it's stupid. I think that's dumb.
Their name and likenesses are signed over. Your likeness is your tattoos as well. That's my opinion.
Yeah, to me, this is just like a fucking. I mean, whatever. I think it's dumb. I don't know. I don't have much to say on it, really.
Like, sure, they took out the Pepsi logo on CM Punk's arm, but that's because it's a fucking Pepsi logo.
Well, yeah, that was dumb to have a fucking Pepsi logo tattooed on your arm anyway, but whatever.
Like, do you know the story behind that? All of his friends went and got tattoos of beers, and he got a Pepsi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
In a faggy sort of way.
Did you see the NWA title was defended in China?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it through Colt Cabana's podcast.
It's supposed to be coming out pretty soon here on Championship Wrestling. They're the ones who filmed all the shit, so their show was going to have all this footage from China.
Yeah,
and the arena looked cool. Like I didn't see anyone in there, but I saw like the lights and shit. It looked fucking awesome.
Apparently, it's probably not going to be that well shot. They had the fight to get, because it's all the Chinese people that were doing the camera work. He said there's one roaming camera that basically just shows ropes. There's the hard camera that they had to fight to get, so they can get one good shot, and then they had 4 cameras set up in 4 corners of the building.
Wow.
Yeah. So it might not be the funnest thing to watch, but at least you get a hard camera.
I suppose the roaming camera's just like barely over the top of the apron.
Oh, fucking hell.
Rolling rocks tonight.
But if you haven't, though, the new format for Colt Cabana's podcast is great. It's basically just a behind-the-scenes look at like indie shows.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it.
Well, his latest episode was this Chinese show because he went over for it.
Might have to check that out. Rich Swann made his return to CZW.
As well as Casanova Valentine is going to be heading over for the Tournament of Death as well.
Yeah, our boy, former guest, Casanova Valentine, has been announced for the Tournament of Death, and congrats to him. He's a fucking madman. He's wanted to be like, that was for him. That's like the WrestleMania.
It is.
He's getting the Tournament of Death, so.
It is. You know what? And I'm not going to lie. No, I might not pay for it, but I will watch the Tournament of Death this year just because of that. I will.
I'll watch his match.
Well, that's what I mean. Until he gets taken out. You know what I mean? Yeah. I will watch up until then.
Yeah, I'm not, no offense, even if that's your thing, that's cool. But I'm not really into it too much, you know?
No, I was, as a kid, you know, you see the whole fucking truck jump spot, you know, with Nick Mondo and Danzig. And you get curious, but then it just turns into light tubes everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty over the top. I saw footage of this return, and it was pretty awesome. You know, he all night long fucking kicks. It was a surprise, the return, so pretty cool.
Yeah. And so I would hope that he wouldn't, you know, just leave.
Yeah. That would be lame. I mean, at this point, you know, he did talk about retiring or whatever, but...
Yeah, and I gave him a lot of shit for that.
Apollo Crews got his name back.
Did he? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
When? Like, was it on Raw?
Is that the show he's on? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
He was on it on Monday.
Right?
He was on it on Monday. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, that's where it was. So, I guess he's got his name back.
Good.
Now let's let that whole fucking thing blow over. Kevin Sullivan. You see this shit with Kevin Sullivan?
No. What happened with Kevin Sullivan?
He's got this crazy fucking head injury. After a match he had with Callahan. Callahan threw a chair at his head during the match. So, I don't know. And then after the fact, Callahan goes into full sell mode. You know, says like Kevin Sullivan wanted to run his mouth tonight. So he got his old ass beat. He wrote that on Twitter. I don't care who you are, what you've done, just add his name to my list of my list of victims. My give a fuck is broken. But dude, the fucking wound is like,
I'm looking it up.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I can send it to you too. It is fucking vicious. But why is he in the ring anyway?
Well, when you said a head wound, I was about to say, please don't tell me he wasn't in the ring.
Oh, yeah, he was in the ring. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was during a match.
The first thing I see is from Pro Wrestling Sheet, and they have a warning over the welt. Oh, here we go. Whoa,
Yeah.
man, that looks like there's a face protruding out with a mouth.
It's Dave Sullivan. Yeah, it looks like a mouth, doesn't it?
It does. And then you look at him, and it's like, man, you're way too old to be wrestling. Way too old.
They faced off in a street fight. Why the fuck are you having matches at 68, Kevin? Come on, dude. I love Kevin Sullivan. He's a Suplex City Limits Hall of Famer, but
Get out
come
of
on,
my way.
bro. Yeah, dude. You're fucking 68. But yeah, what else you got? Anything else?
Did you hear anything about Steiner's TNA media call and how that just turned to shit?
I can only imagine.
Somebody let Scott Steiner, of all fucking people, get a live fucking media call. What the fuck? He went on to say that Conan is going to mow his lawn and all this other fucking
awesome.
shit. Oh, man, Steiner in 2018. Just think about that now. 2018.
It's awesome. I don't fucking even care. I think it's awesome. And I was really surprised. Remember last week on the show, we recorded on I don't know what the fuck day it was. Oh, that Monday show.
Yes.
No?
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I was talking about that Conan segment and how good it was. And then 2 days later, Meltzer did a fucking episode of his show where he was saying the same shit about it. And I was like, yeah, I felt good.
I remember that. I remember listening to that show and being like, oh shit, that's what me and Jim were talking about. Great. Cool.
Right.
Validation.
I think this shit's great.
I do too.
Well,
I do too.
like
I don't want to see him wrestle. Yeah. I want to see him wrestle, but this whole fucking deal, especially that fucking Steiner Conan match, can you imagine?
Oh God, no. But
Conan wouldn't be able to do that anyways.
Steiner's awful. He shouldn't be in the ring anymore either.
No.
While we're talking about that.
Yeah, and the last piece of news I got is that the NXT shit guy has now had a restraining order from the WWE after he is threatening to use his own semen in a biological attack on the WWE.
Don't act like fucking those people don't have a bunch of cum on them. The women in the locker room are used to having people's cum on them. They're like, whatever.
They probably you put them under a black light. That's why only Naomi gets that black light. She's been with Jay for so long.
Yeah, take it to a fucking SmackDown show and Paige will fucking catch it in her mouth.
It might happen.
Yeah. That gets crazy, and it's about time,
Yeah. Somebody needs to lock this guy up. He's fucked up, man.
I can't believe he's out, right?
I know. This guy got shot there before, and he's still going back.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It's like Jason Voorhees.
Yeah. How about this? This is a fucking. Well, I'll tell you about it and let you react how you want. China's ex-manager launches a GoFundMe for Hollywood Forever cemetery plot. On the 2-year anniversary of her death, he's launched a GoFundMe page in an attempt to buy her a plot in the Hollywood Forever cemetery next to Judy Garland.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
How much would this? How much is this? What is this for?
He claims he needs $25,000 to play for the plot near Judy Garland and an additional memorial. Perks for donating are as follows: $500 for a T-shirt, autograph, and 2 seats at her memorial. $200 will get you a T-shirt and an autographed glossy signed by China from her last personal appearance 3 weeks prior to passing. Yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of those left over.
I'm sure she's got some from years before that too left.
Yeah. Fuck. It sounds like bullshit to me, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so first you got to pay for the plot, then you got to pay for getting exhumed out of the ground, then you got to pay for transportation to get it over there, and then you got to pay somebody to put it back in. This seems like a whole. Isn't that supposed to be taboo?
Yeah.
Unburying the dead.
Yeah, he says that. Other things he says that there are several celebrities buried there. Placing her next to Judy Garland would make China happy, I'm sure. She loved The Wizard of Oz. But so it's funny, right? Half of her ashes are were laid to rest 3 miles west in the Pacific Ocean. So they dumped half of them in the ocean. A quarter were given to his mother.
His mother?
Her mother, excuse me.
Okay. Well, I mean, same.
Yeah. And he has a quarter of them, I guess. So
you're telling me that he would pay $25,000 to get a quarter of her ashes put into the ground?
Yeah, it's like,
how about
some
this?
Yeah.
No, visit. I got a better idea, bud, and I'm going to save you so much money. What's his name? I know Polar Rock. Doesn't fucking matter what his name is. He's a fucking loser.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
He take your quarter of your ashes, bud. Okay, and maybe smoke a joint. It's 420. You know, maybe just get in the mood. But take an eighth of her ashes, so you can keep an eighth. Go to the what's the cemetery called?
I don't know, Hollywood Garden, whatever.
Hollywood Forever Cemetery of Losers. Take her ashes. Go at night. Dig a little hole into Judy Garland's grave, like 3 inches deep. Take those quarter of ashes, pour it in that hole, bury it. Now she is not next to Judy Garland. She's on top of Judy Garland for free. Ingenuity, motherfucker. Get with it. Stop being a loser.
Stop being a loser. I thought you were going to say, take those quarter of her asses, shine that some bitch up, turn it sideways. Yeah.
And bury it deep into the ground.
That or like, is there a Ralph's around here? Fucking put it in a coffee can. Oh, shit. That's stupid, though. That's all I got for news.
That's, dude, that's all I got as well. I think that's all the news.
Well, there it is. I guess we could talk about Raw and the Superstar Shakeup. Monday Night Raw was in Connecticut, so kind of a home base show for them.
Yeah, I guess so. Good thing it was a home base show, because Raw's got a lot of the B Squad.
Yeah, see, it's interesting you feel that way. A lot of people say that. I guess you're right. Yeah,
well,
probably do.
Now, I'm not going on the existing Raw roster. I'm just talking about, like, this is the Superstar Shakeup where they're trading. None of these trades make any sense. You know, like, I look at it and it's like, okay, so how many people did they trade for Jinder Mahal? You know what I mean? Like, who did they get for Jinder Mahal?
I don't know. It's the WWE Superstar Shake and Bake.
Extra crispy. Yeah.
If you smell something while you're out in the ring, it's not anything burning. It's the WWE Shake and Bake. So Raw gets Jinder Mahal, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Ruby Riott, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Natalya, Mojo Rawley, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, Mike Kanellis, Chad Gable, Connor, and Victor. Holy fuck, they moved so many people.
Yeah, they did. They basically took the whole mid-card division of the SmackDown roster and moved it over.
So weird.
With the you can't count Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because they were already fired.
I mean, I guess
like kayfabe wise, but like it's still they're the two biggest names to come from SmackDown.
This whole thing has created. I can think of. I mean, we'll get into them as we go into these shows, but there are so many instances of shit that makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
In this, like story-wise, so exactly. Steph McMahon hires Kevin Owens, who, nearly killed her father
and nearly killed her brother.
Yeah, well, she doesn't like her brother, so.
Well, she liked him when Kevin Owens, or what was it? No, maybe not. She liked him on Vince's birthday.
I mean, there was also didn't Owens also have a match with Triple H at one point, or no?
No, Triple H was helping Owens. But I believe Stephanie was a little bit pissy with him all the time. I believe that was the
awful
story.
So yeah, those are the people they get. What are the big ones there? Really?
Like in the Raw, who Raw got?
Yeah, I mean they got Zayn and Owens.
Zayn and Owens. I don't like. You can count Drew McIntyre, but really, you can't count him as a big one because he's
not after how you fucking debuted him. Let's get into that. Let's just get into the. So let's see. I'm going to skip a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about the things that matter. I mean, Jinder's the first one out. Like, holy fuck.
God damn, what a fucking way to start.
Yeah. So we get Jeff Hardy defeats Transgender Mahal to become the U.S. champion.
Yeah, that's and then as soon as that happened, you knew what was going to happen on SmackDown.
Oh, that's funny. And there's little things on this. Jinder backstage, he's angry. In an interview, he says he wasn't ready to fight. He wasn't warmed up. You came out sweaty in trunks, dude. You weren't in a suit.
No.
Or in, I mean, you were ready. You were sweaty in little fucking shorty shorts.
Your baby
prepared.
oil was on. Everything.
Yeah.
And then No Way Jose's music comes on. It's so awkward because he just keeps on talking.
Dream match, man. We finally get that Jinder Mahal No Way Jose fucking program we all dreamed about.
God damn, can't wait. Cannot wait.
And funny enough with this too, his music is playing, right? But he wasn't on TV. He didn't have a match.
No.
And so he's just like doing a conga line backstage with the song.
Yeah. I'd be okay if this is all No Way Jose does. You know what I mean? It's just this stuff. Sure. I'd rather not see him in the ring. But I can live with 5 minutes of my fucking 3 hours.
Oh, it's happening. Probably this week or next week, you're gonna get a Jinder Mahal No Way Jose. I bet.
I bet you will hear from Stu Hart that week.
No Way Jose will lose to fucking Jinder. I guarantee it.
Oh, obviously. Come on now.
What else do we have of that? Bailey wearing one of those reflective shields you put on your windshield, to protect your interior. She's like wearing one of those around her neck. Or it's like one of those sun tanning things, that people used to have. They'd hold them.
Was it a comb?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that, or I guess that too, right? Where she looks like a fucking animal who's had a surgery, like put a cone on her head or something.
Trying to get her to stop from licking.
Yeah, exactly. To stop her from licking herself.
Gross. Bailey blew the first fucking thing she tried to do. She slipped off the rope. Way to start.
Yeah. It looked like shit. And then too, Banks has her the bank statement, and out come Liv Morgan and company.
Yeah, the Riot Squad and Banks and Bailey are just out for the count.
Liv Morgan had a blue tongue. Did you see that? Like a very blue.
Yeah,
George Animal Steel, but blue.
I heard everybody talking about this all the time, and she did have a blue tongue, but she always has a different colored tongue because she's always having a lollipop. Everybody had their mind blown. Was like, why is her tongue blues? Guys, have you not watched her for like the last month? There's a sucker in her mouth at all times. That is why her tongue is blue.
Would you say her having a colored tongue is like above average, like attractive, neutral or unattractive?
Neutral.
Yeah, just neutral.
Yeah, because if you say it's attractive, that means you're a pervert and a pedophile because kids usually have those colored tongues. So then you're a creep. And sir, I don't fuck kids, so I am not attracted to kid-like things.
You're going to be first. Does not fuck kids.
Does not. Never ever thought of it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. It was whatever. People were like talking. It was like the things that become like the WWE drones conversation of the week is just weird. Like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Whatever. Rhino and Slater defeated by Authors of Pain. Did this not happen last week? Isn't this who they debuted against?
Yes, it is. You're right.
How about the fact that this one, AOP sold a bunch? Like, not how I would have booked those guys. No. I wouldn't have those dudes selling all over the place for fucking Heath Slater. What are you doing, dude?
No chance in hell.
To me, it was like AOP needed to get way more in this match, but
yeah, I mean, just repeat of last week. It's just like, oh fuck, I'd rather that because this makes no sense.
No, and oddly, this next segment, the Miz TV, that whole thing, I actually really liked it.
I did too.
Mark it down. I liked the talking segment on Raw. It was good.
This was good. I thought the Miz and them come out. You know, he says his guest will represent a seismic shift for Raw. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn come out. So Sami Zayn, I thought, was absolutely tremendous with that email that he read to Kurt Angle.
I popped when he fucking pulled out the glasses, dude.
Oh, the reading glasses, yes.
Yeah, very good.
And then
Whole
every
thing was
time
really
they're
good.
still doing that yep thing too. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens just yep after everything. It was fantastic.
And you saw where it was going, obviously, you know, but it was still cool. I liked it. Miz is going to SmackDown.
Yeah, Angle says the Miz is going to SmackDown without the Miz Taraj.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Like, dude, you're just leaving those guys to flounder, man. They've got something there at least.
Yeah, I
Something
get
for those two guys to do. What are they going to do now?
Nothing.
They're going to be a tag team who puts over
Everybody.
AOP and shit.
Yes.
Everybody, right? So there's that.
Yeah. We get Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt taking on the Revival in our finals of, what was this? The Tag Team Eliminator.
Yeah. Tag team, don't call it a tournament.
Tag team can't have a tournament with 4 teams tournament.
No, there's no brackets either because it's not a tournament.
Because it's not a tournament. It's an eliminator.
I knew we were in trouble when we
brackets.
Elimination. I knew we were in trouble when we came back from commercial and the Revival were in the ring already as a jobber entrance. I was like, oh no.
I'm still popping on the flawless total elimination. I was like, oh man, that's not a soundboard.
No. That worked for 1 week on this fucking computer.
Now it doesn't work.
Since given up. But they really made them look like fucking geeks, man.
Oh,
it was bad.
Yeah, the Revival.
Do you remember when those guys were in the discussion for like best tag teams going today?
Yeah, the NXT. That was when they were never since they came up have they done anything remotely close. And you know what? Never have they been given a chance to do anything remotely close.
No. I don't think any tag teams. I mean, very few tag teams are ever given the chance to fucking do anything awesome. You know, the main card.
The Usos and the New Day have been given those chances.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
To me, it just sucks because we're not going to get, like, how great would 20 minutes of the Revival and War Machine all out fucking be? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get that.
And we'll get into War Machine's debut later on.
Ooh.
That was great. It was awesome.
Yeah. So I just don't know what they're doing with these guys. It's really fucking sad. But I imagine it's just heat for one getting hurt and then the other one getting hurt.
Yeah. That's more than likely what it is. Did you hear Sheamus and Cesaro's commentary with the coach?
I heard some of it. What was the...
Okay, so the coach says, hey, what does the bar mean anyways? Right? And it's like, Cesaro looks at him and Michael Cole just says, Coach, they've been calling themselves the bar for a year now. He's like, yeah, but I don't understand it. And Cesaro's like, the bar, but we're not the bar. We are, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he looks, he's like, Cole? Cesaro was just waiting for Cole to back him up.
They ripped it off from Ford. It was like Ford Trucks fucking gimmick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think it's the exact same thing, right?
Might be, yeah.
I think Ford Trucks commercials have the exact same fucking thing. Yeah. So I would take a Ford truck over this tag team, but yeah.
Well, I mean, come on now. I'd rather. I mean, that's like saying you don't want free money.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've been waiting all week to talk about this next thing, dude.
We gonna lip sync something, Jim?
WWE has aired a lot of awful shit over the years, but this has to be top 3.
Yeah.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Top 5 worst things ever
This
that
is
they've aired?
pretty cringeworthy.
It's, people from the roster lip syncing a dumb pop song to advertise that pay-per-views are now,
Dual branded.
you know,
Yeah.
couldn't you just have a little thing that's like, oh, by the way, pay-per-views are dual branded now. The fucking end. The end.
But no, they you know what they were trying to do? They were trying to remake and relive that whole WrestleMania music video. You remember where all the back in like 92, 93 when they lip sang over all that? Only that was still cringeworthy and they just didn't learn.
Good God. I mean, that tells you, like, it's just not what a wrestling company should be. A wrestling company should have some grit, a little bit of balls. Like, it's people simulating combat after all.
Yeah.
It's just, the whole thing is bizarre where they've gone with it now. It's
a complete family kid product, and at least the WWE is. The days are gone when we get gritty WWE. Those, we'll never get that back again. I don't even think when Hunter gets it, we'll get back to that.
Oh no, because it's so fucking deep now.
Yeah. You can't just come out from having shareholders. We're going to give them their money back.
Yeah.
Right? No, you can't do that.
That bullshit. I invested all my money in Elvis decorative plates and WWE stocks. How many fuckers do you think live in? How many fuckers do you think in trailer houses have I got one that's like on a frame and shit? Their little fucking stock.
Yeah, if it takes it about 6 years to get 6 cents.
Yeah. Brizongo gave the bar some tickets for their clothes.
Yeah.
So
for the skirts.
Yeah. One little thing that they did here, they did on both shows, they did like a little video package with the acquisitions. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
Except this was like right here in the show, and then they added a bunch of shit after. Not to mention people who didn't even they didn't even announce them. They didn't even debut on the show. How fucking shitty is that?
They announced them on Twitter. One guy who got it announced on Instagram. Somebody got announced on Instagram.
Fucking Mojo Rawley or something.
It was somebody. It was one of the SmackDown guys. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Jeff Hardy.
Oh, really?
Jeff Hardy got announced on Instagram like 10 minutes before his match happened.
And being like, oh, we're moving Mike Kanellis to the... Oh, really, dude? Okay. That's good. Thanks for letting me know.
Maria. It's fucking fantastic.
Mike Kanellis will be eating fucking catering and tweeting over the, overcompensating on Twitter about how good his life is in his fucking... He'll be doing that from one show and not the other one this week.
Talking about how he's over his addictions.
Yeah, exactly. You keep telling yourself that, man.
Yeah. Let's see how far you fall off the wagon when Maria's on the other show. Oh boy.
No, she'll be with him.
You think they would have announced that? Don't you think?
I don't know, but remember when we were joking about Big Cass and Carmella being on the same show? They fucking did it anyway. No reason other than that entertains somebody. Somebody's like, oh, let's fucking do that. It'll be great. Fuck that chick's annoying as shit. Let's fucking bring her ex-boyfriend over here.
I wouldn't be surprised, man, if they fucking put them together like Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth in WCW.
Oh my god.
I would love this. I'd pop so hard, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be my favorite old program of the night.
And this, dude, backstage segment, dude. Here's what I'm saying, Ronda Rousey, man, this shit is awful.
This was
her
very
angle
bad.
backstage. This was brutal.
Yeah, the awkwardness too, like the awkward pauses when Natty came in, they stood on Ronda Rousey and she just stood there and looked for what felt like 30 seconds and then said, "Oh hi, Natty." It was like, "Oh hi, Mark. How's your sex life?" You know, it's exactly
fucking brutal. Yeah. How's Natty's sex life? Fucking solo, pretty much.
Fucking Tyson Kid's blowing loads and Cesaro's ass left, right, and center. Natty gets none.
It's like her fucking going in the bathroom and fucking rubbing her clit off, standing after she's done fucking pegging Tyson up the ass. She has to go and fucking rub it out in the bathroom in shame.
All two paws stares at her.
Get out of here, two paws. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just in an asshole mood today. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck Mike Kanellis. You're a baby. You're clean now. Eat shit. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I'm loving this. I'm crying.
Going vicious today, I guess. But yeah, I thought this was really bad. Like, Kurt had weird spots all over his shirt. I don't know if he's sweating through it or what that is.
He does sweat profusely. He does.
Why do you sweat so much, dude? You're in shape.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been an athlete your entire fucking life. I don't sweat like that doing, like, random shit. I'm a fat cunt. You know?
Yeah, it's an odd thing, man. It seems like his blood pressure is just through the roof.
Like, why does he look like he just got done working out? Like, his veins are sticking out. And he's just like...
He looks real hot in the face.
He shouldn't fucking wrestle anymore either. There's another guy who shouldn't be fucking wrestling.
No, yeah, I can live with a Kurt Angle match for sure.
Do you see when he stands? Do you see, like, how... I mean, he fucking, like, back and forth that guy looks. He doesn't just stand there straight. His body, like, has curves and shit to it. I mean, he looks like he's in pain standing there.
He probably is, man. He probably is. So many times, I'm sure he can break your neck before she just starts going south.
Mm. Ember Moon defeated Mickie James with Nia on commentary. Alexa refuses to come out, so they go backstage to her. And she's on a screen that's 3 times bigger than the actual matches.
Yeah. Now, I seen a picture of Alexa Bliss come out this week. It looks like she may have been enhanced, which would explain why she wasn't on television.
Enhanced, like, in her tits?
Yes.
That shit didn't need tits.
I know, and I'm quite disappointed with it too, but I'm hoping that it was just a really flattering picture.
Oh, that'd be awful.
It would be. It would be.
I hate that shit. Don't ruin your... Like, I'd rather any real tits over fucking...
I hate fake tits. I do.
I hate them too. Yeah, agree with you. Although with these now, they'd be like, well, it's not for you, it's for her.
No,
I
it's
guess.
true. Yeah, sure. But if I fucking done something weird with my nose, you'd say you hate it too. So fuck you, fuck your tits, fuck your mother. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
It's 420, bitch. Hand me a joint.
420, bitch.
I got something for this. I think if I can ever find it, I can't find it. Fuck me.
You just built us. You built all of us up right there.
I'll get you in like 15 minutes, probably.
You know what I want? I want to talk to Samson.
Oh shit! My doctor says I need a backiotomy. Fucking Mickie James though. She took that. I don't know what is Moon's finish called.
The Eclipse. She took that like a fucking champ.
She did. She took that like a champ. Unbelievable front flip off of it. Looked fucking great. Yeah, everybody should sell it like that. But that's what you know. She did her. She did what she's supposed to do there for sure.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Very good.
And that's what Mickie James is there for. Mickie James is there to prolong Alexa's feud. She's there to take some L's. She's there to make people look good. And, you know, you can't blame him for having a lady of her age who's not going to be around for that much longer in the wrestling ring. Putting people over.
Yeah. So, skip a little bit. Dolph Ziggler is out. He still has the scratch, silence, and then song thing. It's the dumbest entrance.
It is.
In pro wrestling.
It is. Hopefully with who came out with them, they changed that.
Oh, my God. So Titus Worldwide comes out to try to recruit him. They must not watch SmackDown. He's a cunt now. You guys didn't know.
And he hasn't won a match in forever.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that is the Titus Worldwide motto.
Oh, my God. And we've always said that this is a ripoff of our boy fucking Famous B. But holy shit, is this a ripoff of Famous B?
Yeah. It really
I
is.
would fucking tweet it because Famous B follows us and shit. I've interacted with him before, but I tweeted out that Titus Worldwide needs to call 423 get fame. He retweeted that shit. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. He knows.
423 get fame.
He knows. He knows.
Way better than fucking Titus O'Neil.
It is. Have you seen the ride along where Dana Brooke, they're blaming Dana Brooke for farting while she's driving?
No.
It's Dana Brooke, Apollo, and Titus. It's all about her gas, apparently. I really do want to catch that.
Oh my god. You farting up there? That made me fucking choke. I'm choking to death back here on your farts.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine?
It's funny because her boyfriend choked to death.
Oh, fuck. I missed that.
I don't know why I'm so fucking asshole.
That's
sensitive. There you go. But yeah, Drew McIntyre attacks. Could you think of a worse way to debut him? Unfucking believable. I can't believe they did this.
Now, yes, I could think of worse ways.
Well, I mean, they exist, but
Yes, and they have been done in the WWE. But no, it's a very odd placement. It's like they're giving him a ceiling already. But you could also look at it, in a way. If you're that good, you can make Dolph Ziggler better on your way up with you, right? You know what I mean? Who knows? All I'm going to say is, sure, it sucks, but I'm willing to give it a chance after seeing what could be probably my favorite finisher of all time. The Zigzag Claymore. I thought that was fantastic. And if I could see some of that, I'm going to give this a chance.
But dude, and I saw some people were photoshopped. They photoshopped Ziggler and him on the
Sean.
Yeah, right. I was like, really, dude?
First, sure, I could take heat for Galloway is no Nash. You know what I mean? In star power. Nash had a lot of charisma. And then Shawn Michaels, Ziggler's no. He can't tie Shawn Michaels' shoes.
Only in his own fucking mind.
Yeah, only his entrance.
God damn it. I just feel like Galloway, or McIntyre, excuse me, Galloway, we can call him whatever. He's a guy who I wouldn't make him my champion if I were them, but I would definitely have him be a main event fucking player.
I would have him as a main event heel antagonist for sure.
Yeah. But I just don't know, attaching him to Ziggler. Are they going to be tagging? Is that what's going to be happening?
I hope, you know what? I can live with it if that's how they're going to start off. Drew McIntyre is having him tag a bit. You shouldn't have to because he was with WWE for so long. But if you could take Jinder Mahal, who did not win a match in a year, and have him win the world title 2 matches later, you can you can put McIntyre in the main event. Come on.
Yeah, I thought it was a really piss poor way to debut him. From there, we had Roman Reigns was out. Yeah. He did. I thought it, but everyone else is saying it too. He looked very small here, didn't he?
I didn't notice. I didn't really pay. I've heard that as well. It's not something I was looking for, honestly.
I don't know if it's because he wasn't wearing the
jacket.
Yeah, D'Lo's fucking jacket.
Man, that still blows my mind how he's a babyface with D'Lo's jacket, though. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But and you know what else I don't get? Your pony, bringing your pony out there to get eviscerated by a fucking bull.
Yeah,
I don't get that. You got Roman Reigns, who's supposed to be your claim to your future, and you take Samoa Joe out there and you make him look like a goddamn fucking chump. Like Roman Reigns looks like a punk with Samoa Joe talking to him. Sure, Roman Reigns called him fat. Whoop de fucking do. They've been calling Nia fat for weeks.
Yeah. And also, Joe comes out, and then it cuts to a very long video that's about Roman and Brock.
Well, no, Joe says, I made a video, right?
Yeah. A fucking movie maker.
Windows Movie Maker,
yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm surprised they didn't have that 3, 2, 1, fucking start.
Just have the emblem in the corner, Windows Movie Maker.
free version. He's a fucking mad editor, dude. His video editing skills are.
He's learned a lot in his injury, that's for sure.
I always like to think of heel wrestlers and shit. Like they go into a production room and fucking yell at somebody like, "I want this in the video. Put it in there." It's just a funny concept, right?
Oh, that would be a video I would like to see. Is Samoa Joe yelling at people to edit that video they showed on Raw?
Yeah, to a fade.
Yes. See, this is where we should be writing that show, man. That would make that show so much better. So much.
Yeah, I don't know. But as you said, I don't know what's going on with this, like what the goal is, because they're just making Reigns look awful lately.
Yeah. And then they just moved Joe to SmackDown.
Yeah. But he's still got a match with him at Backlash, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know. All I know is Joe is a great promo. That's all I can take away from this. I'm confused by everything else.
Who do you think's writing for him? How is he walking out?
I don't know. To me, it's like maybe his association with AJ and maybe his association with John Cena.
Like, is someone else writing his shit? Because it's not super corny like everything else.
It's not.
You know?
No.
It's not great or anything, but it's, it's not as bad.
Yeah, it's... And it could be one of those things where what they're saying, he can easily convey it, because he always has had good promos. Yeah. He's always had a lot of fire, and he's been a heel most of his career. He's a good heel. He's a better heel than babyface.
Oh my God, this show's long to even talk about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's...
Let's move to color it on. Absolution. Yeah, and Natalia defeated Mandy Rose in a dog shit match.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad.
Rose is not. She shouldn't be there.
Well, no, obviously. No, I agree. As soon as they came out, I was like, oh, they're going to SmackDown. They still had Paige's music. How lazy is that?
Yeah. Pretty fucking lazy. So they had the heels attack post-match. And Ronda Rousey's out for the save. And, it's like, dude, you can run to the ring, Ronda. I don't know what the fuck she was doing. If she was trying, to not let something fall out of her vagina on the way down, her legs just together, what was that?
Maybe she has a butt plug in at all times.
Yeah, I mean, I do, so I get it. Paige does.
I'm stretching my asshole.
Just do a little practice.
I'm practicing.
That's what it is. I'm practicing again. Talk like she's 10 years old, that bitch.
Back again to not being turned on by kid shit, man. That made my hard dick go flaccid. And I went from midnight to 6 right fast when she did that.
Yeah. And then Ronda Rousey and DeVille, and I think the crowd got caught up for a second. They're like, oh, the MMA and the MMA, this is going to be awesome. And then they're like, wait a minute, no, it's not.
Yeah, no.
And this was complete, am I overselling this when I say that this was, complete dog shit?
I don't know. I didn't hate it. The match itself, the match wasn't good.
I'm talking about Ronda and Bill here. Their brawl.
I don't know.
That was bad.
That, the way I look at it is you can't have Sonya Deville get a lick on her. That's not possible. You can't do it. Sonya Deville has had 2 MMA matches, right? Everybody else wrestling is fair game because there's nothing to compare it to. But with MMA and MMA math, which MMA math is fucking fantastic. If I beat your mother, I technically beat you, essentially, Jim.
Well,
no, I just feel I do enjoy her just kicking the shit out of DeVille. The punching though, it wasn't great, but
I thought they stood there for for a while and didn't know what to do, and then when I thought it was really train wrecked, but
I mean that's what happens when you put 2 greens grass girls together in a ring. 2 greens grass workers in general.
Get a video package for Baron Corbin.
Yeah, another fucking. This is the Vince McMahon show. All of Vince McMahon's favorites are on Raw, and you can have your internet fucks on SmackDown. I don't care.
Yeah, you can have that fat Samoan guy.
Yeah.
My Samoan's buff.
I want that fat one that headbutted me. Bring him to Raw. I don't want that fat Samoan.
Yeah, exactly. Brazongo defeat the Bar, dude. When Breeze rolls up Cesaro. Holy shit. You knew they were going to fucking SmackDown.
Oh, yeah. And it's is Brazongo now going to be the greatest team on Raw?
maybe Vince will like and get into it, but the only thing you saw from Elias this week was a little promo in the back.
Yeah, it didn't. What was this promo even about? I don't even remember. I just know he's with Renee Young, and that's it.
And he tried to play a song, and she's like, "Yeah, no, we don't have time," and that was it.
Oh, I remember. The town is too shitty for him to play in. That's what he was talking about.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea what they're going to do with that guy.
No.
It's just a mid-card, I guess. He's just going to, like, win some, lose some.
Yeah, mid-card for life. That's his job.
I mean, if we were going to add other matches to the top 3, I could see adding this match, actually.
The 10-man?
I thought it was pretty fun.
It was fun. The crowd really hijacked it though, and all they wanted to see was Strowman. Fuck Bobby Roode, fuck Bobby Lashley. They want Braun Strowman. And speaking of the two Bobbies, did you see Rusev's tweet?
No,
I can't remember exactly what it was, but he's like, "Oh, there's two Bobbies on Raw. One of them's losing their name."
Oh yeah, be fucking Robert Roode.
Yes, Robert. I think he was Robert Roode for a little while.
He might have been, actually.
When he was like the heel with Tracy Brooks, I think he did go by Robert Roode.
Fucking great. But yeah, Black Lesnar, Rollins, Balor, Strowman, and Bobby Roode on the team.
Yeah, that's true too. Though that's what I think. You're not the first. I don't think that's the first time I've ever heard him call Black Lesnar.
No, I kind of stole it from. I heard it from Michael. Shout out to Jericho and PM.
Black Lesnar.
If you like to listen to this SCL while watching, various video game footage, retro games, you can check out his YouTube channel. He does it on there. He also, after we post it up, he does a live on Twitch, I think, too. So.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Good guy.
Yeah.
Been down since day one, that fucking guy. Yeah, I thought moving Rude was a good call.
Yeah.
There's a chance to not fuck it up again.
As long as he's a face, it's a fuck up.
Well, just give him something. He just came over to fucking SmackDown and had nothing. He's just like a face, and that's it. And there's no story. There's no anything. There's no depth.
No, he's just a one-dimensional character. He's glorious.
Yeah, that's it. What was funny when Ziggler was like, "You're just an entrance." Like, yeah,
yeah, that's true.
He was fucking great in NXT as just a cocksucker in a suit. I mean, he was he was that fucking rich kind of asshole in a suit wrestler, to a T. I mean, that was one of the better renditions of that.
Well, he was talking about filling the crowd with the execs and everybody will be wearing a suit and stuff like that. That's amazing.
His shit was strong in NXT was really fucking good.
Yeah,
I thought that's where he was at his best.
I agree completely. That was his best stuff in NXT. Was with Roddy. I agree.
Yeah.
The whole family thing.
When Balor comes out, Corey Graves says Bullet Club
He did.
instead of Balor Club.
Yeah, no, I bet you got some fucking shit for that.
I was saying it'd be great if I were the Bucks, I'd have sent him a cease and desist letter.
Just gonna say that. I would send him a cease and desist letter, man. Fuck yes.
Please don't use our fucking trademark shit on your show.
Even if I didn't own it, I would send them one just for shits and giggles. Because if the Young Bucks send them a letter, they're reading it. They're fucking reading it. And, buddy, it would be amazing.
The only real thing of merit here is that the Miz Taraj turned on Miz here.
Yes, and so that I don't know. It's still confused. Don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they show it up on SmackDown though, as some kind of swerve.
Oh God. There's shit that just doesn't make any sense. There's matches that are supposed to be taking place that don't make any sense anymore. It's like they really had no plan with this whole thing. This whole shake-up thing. You knew it was coming. Why didn't you plan ahead?
Yeah, it's not their forte, man. And speaking of planning ahead, Rusev is back in the casket match.
Yeah. Right.
How fucking weird is that?
I have no idea. But they were setting up, the whole point of that Eliminator thing is, who is taking on the Bar.
Yeah.
For the belt, so it's them versus the Broken Wyatt in at the Greatest Royal Rumble. I wonder who's going to win now that they've already switched shows.
Yeah,
Doesn't make any sense. And also, wasn't there something with Jinder and like Ginger? What was it? Ginger and Orton was supposed to happen again, and all of a sudden now it's not, which I'm thankful for. But
yeah, that was supposed to be a backlash.
Right, it probably still will be. I don't know.
I think it. Well, no, I think it's Jinder and Jeff Hardy at the Greatest Royal Rumble. So,
and dude, you know what? You think he's gonna get? I think they'll put it on him there.
Who, Jinder?
Yeah, they're gonna put the belt back on him. I guarantee it.
Why would they send it back? Oh,
just so he can win it in Saudi Arabia.
No, he wins it. It goes back to Raw. They still do the Randy Orton match, and Randy Orton wins a Backlash. Oh, that's what's going to happen, Jim. Oh man, we're still going to get that fucking match. We are. Guaranteed.
Oh my god. Yeah, we didn't have enough the first time. I mean, admittedly.
I agree. I did not get enough.
That just didn't blow my brains out.
You're gonna get all you can take and more.
Oh fucking hell! That's just atrocious.
And what's coming up on the Federation, man?
The next episode is going to be Starrcade 89. It's not the best Starrcade. It's it's one after the best, or the end of the good Starrcades. But this one is the tournament for the world title, and there's I think a tag team tournament as well. So it's going to be interesting to people in it. I'm not doing a very good job at selling it, but I've watched a little bit of it, and fuck, it's a hard watch.
Yeah. And their show in New York is up right now on the channel, yeah?
Yes, New York Knockout.
Yeah, I listened to that one. That was a good one, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. There's a video on YouTube now. You can retweet that, I would say. Not on YouTube, on Twitter. Retweet that.
Yeah.
Pinned to our profile, the Federation. Go for it.
Yeah. Good shit. Yeah, definitely. If you like this show, you will love the Federation. Definitely check that out. On the Suplex City Limits side of shit, we got a brand new episode of Pay-Per-View Take 2. It came out this week, covering Ground Zero 97 from WWF.
I haven't listened to that episode yet, but I can't wait to listen to it, because Ground Zero has been a staple, and I've spoken with this on this show. Ground Zero 97 was a staple of my childhood.
It's interesting because it sets up Shawn and Undertaker Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
You see the rise of Steve Austin. Very interesting. Pretty good show.
Brian Pillman's last pay-per-view.
Yeah, right. A lot of shit there. So check that out. And new on the channel, Ringside with Jim, where I watch a match with a guest. And you can watch along on YouTube with our commentary. So, got 2 episodes of that up with our boy Burbs. We do Colt Cabana versus Shockwave the Robot, and we also do a Kaiju Big Battle match. So those are super fun. Check those out and watch along with us while we listen. So
yes, and it's great. I can't wait.
Yeah. And Burbs is fucking great on that. So, speaking of our boy Burbs, it's time to bitch with Burbs. He said this is extra long this week. This is an XL size package.
It's because he is 420 smoking XL joints.
Yeah, well, he knows that 420 is it's a big day around here. You know?
It is, and he celebrates it himself. So
there you go.
Let's get with bitching with Burbs.
420's gonna be a good day, no technical difficulties my way, no chance in hell. I'm gonna smoke this well. 420, can't wait to smoke this and get this segment on the go.
What's really funny is I'm rolling a joint right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm smoking.
That's better. Fuck. Right, Mike, hit the raw music. Mike, hey, hit the raw music. The raw music? The raw music. What do you mean the raw music? The music for Raw. What's the music for Raw? The fucking Raw music. We're about to do the segment, man. What the fuck? The Raw music. I don't know what Raw music. The music for Monday Night Raw. I don't know what Monday Night Raw is. The fucking show that you've been reffing on for years. The music. Put the music on. I don't know what the music. Oh fuck. I suppose this is what I get for requesting Mike Kyoto to be me fucking guest DJ. Hey, what the fuck? Go back to reffing or something. What? Reffing. Reffing. Referee in a match. The thing you... Oh, I'm not doing this again. Fuck this. Right, I'll put it on myself. Here we go. There's no limits to the suplexes in this city, and we're always smoking bombs like it's 420. We get high as Owen Hart and talk wrestling stuff. And it's hosted by Jim Vicious and Tyler Fudge. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for inviting us into your homes and your ears. You're listening to Suplex City Limits, and it's live. Well, it's not exactly live, but it is if it's in your ears, and you're listening to it now. That means it's live, because I'm telling you, you're listening to it. Oh, happy 420. Shut up, Michael, you fuckwit. So yeah, Raw happened, and I mean, Raw happened, and well, there wasn't much going on, really. Well, Jerry Lawler had a stroke, actually, and when I say stroke, I don't mean of a Make-A-Wish kid, I mean a heart stroke, and I've come to the realization that it's not because of his diet or his bad eating. It's all down to that dastardly Michael Cole, yet again. Lawler was fine watching Mania, he was all relaxed, and then next thing, out of the blue, Michael Cole comes out with a classic line of
Nicholas is legal! Nicholas is legal!
which is probably not the best thing to be shouting on live television. Anyway,
Where are this kid's parents? What's he gonna do?
well, his parents have probably been paid off, so they're not going to say shit. And Jerry's probably going to let loose with his little Lawler love length and give Nicholas a pearl necklace.
Looks like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Did anyone see the We Want Enzo sign on Raw this week? I was like, yeah, she did too, and look where it got him. I know your fucking plans, lady. You're a rape accuser. Take that rape like a woman. Michael Cole. Oh, it's impossible. How can Sammy and Kevin be drafted to Raw when they don't even work here? Are you forgetting that they just had a match at Mania when they didn't fucking work here then, you fuck knuckle? And Sami Zayn just reads out a letter that's apparently from Stephanie McMahon, and Kurt Angle's like, oh, right, okay, then yeah, I'll believe that from you non-deceiving, trustworthy set of fuckers. So I don't even bother questioning why you're looking for a job in the first place, or why you got fired, or anything like that. But yeah, jump on board, come on. This guy is gullible as fuck. He will believe anything. No wonder he's got a black kid. Just quickly, why the fuck does Roman Reigns get a rematch? Like, why does he deserve to get a rematch when he had his head split like a fucking melon? And why the fuck are people complaining that Lesnar's not showing up on Raw? Fuck all happens on Raw. He's beat the fucking biggest guy that they can fucking throw at him. Where's the point? All your work's done. He doesn't need to do anything. And if he shows up, he's just gonna stand there anyway. And you're just gonna complain about him standing there. Like, if you did all your work at work and you had nothing left to do, what are you gonna do? Show up at work and just look busy? You're not gonna do fuck all. You're gonna phone in and say, I can't make it. I've got 420 to celebrate and Suplex City Limits to listen to. Oh, and Roman Reigns saying to Samoa Joe, I'd like to see what your fat lazy ass can do. Yeah, nice way to be a star, Roman. And it's funny how the Nia Jax, the fat Power Ranger supporters, ain't crying about any fat jokes here, innit? Oh yeah, I forgot men don't have fucking feelings. Miss just called Paige a wannabe movie star. Fuck your mania. Fucking hell. He said porn star wrong. Why does Heath Slater continue to come out to the three-man band entrance theme when he comes out with another dude who isn't from the three-man band, and the other two members of the three-man band who are no longer in the three-man band because the three-man band don't exist? They're doing their own thing separately. There is no fucking band. It's about as existent as Nirvana, just not as good. And finally, Paige is gonna be out of my fucking face. No more Paige here and all that shit. Get off my fucking screen. She's retired. Leave the absolution alone. Go away. Make some porn. Thank fuck for that. SmackDown Live. That's more like it. Let's talk about something good. Land of opportunity. Nothing to fuck up.
Paige here.
So they've announced that at the greatest Royal Rumble ever, it's going to be Rusev versus The Undertaker in a casket match.
No,
and I read...
They changed it. They changed it.
What do you mean it's changed?
Chris Jericho now.
Right, alright, fuck's sake.
Right.
So they've announced it's going to be Chris Jericho versus The Undertaker in a casket match at the greatest Royal Rumble ever.
It's not.
And to be...
No, it's not. It's going to be Rusev.
Now?
It's going to be Rusev.
Sorry, so it's going to be Rusev versus The Undertaker in a casket match at the great... I don't even want to see this fucking match anymore. Randy Orton comes down to the ring. You know, that smooth as fuck one, the fluid one, the one who makes everything look amazing. Well, he comes down to the ring and blatantly waits for Jeff Hardy to come out and then gets visually pissed off that Jeff Hardy comes out. Like, what The fuck? Hey, and speaking of coming out, at least on SmackDown, Jeff Hardy don't have to wear them multicoloured Ooglo, Valor, Boner, Wizard of Oz colours. Like, fuck making steroid rumours. Rumours. You should make gay rumours. Everyone should start a Roman Reigns' gay rumour. Just before Saudi Arabia. That would be amazing. I mean, you need to get someone doing a Photoshop. You could make condoms called the Shield. I don't fucking know. Potential is right there. Let's get this fucker stoned. And not in a good way. Mate, what the fuck was all that camera work when Carmella was pretending to hit Charlotte? I mean, hitting Charlotte. She was actually hitting her. Definitely not missing her. I don't know. All I know is 8 epileptic fits later, Oscar comes out and saves us from the fucking abortion that was happening in that fucking ring. Speaking of abortion, Nikki Bella's broken up with John Cena because she didn't like what he had in mind for her future plans. And you're probably thinking, well, why didn't I mention him when I was covering Raw? Well, it's SmackDown, he's a free agent, and if anything, he certainly is now. Man, John Cena's ready to five-knuckle shuffle any bitch that don't want kids. Hey, fuck it, and so am I. Hit me up on Twitter, it's Burberry. No, doesn't matter. Ooh, have I got my eyes on Carmella? She dresses like a bitch off Baywatch. Shame she's got a face like fucking Crime Watch. I don't know what it is, but Shinsuke seems to be obsessed with AJ's dick at the minute, punching him in that fucking spring roll of his. If I continuously allowed some geezer to punch me in the dick and I didn't seem to have any method to protect myself, I would start questioning in myself that I belong in the gay community. Because it seems that I like it. Daniel Bryan was expressing how excited he is for the potential matches that he might participate in against like AJ Styles and Shinsuke, and I thought, actually, I didn't take my time to express how thankful I was for him putting his fucking GM spot up for grabs for Pete to go and take. Thanks a lot, mate. Just quickly, why are they calling this the greatest Royal Rumble ever? Like, what happens, right? I know, but what happens if it actually turns out to be the greatest Royal Rumble ever? I know you're laughing, I get it. But what happens if it does? Like, where is the point in watching any other standard Royal Rumble from then on? Like, why would you call it the greatest, knowing that annually you have this fucking pay-per-view anyway? And finally, is the whole R-Truth doing the "my bad, I'm dumb as fuck, I got it wrong again" thing? Is that WWE's best attempt at a witty yet discreet bit of racism? Surely a less lazy and more interesting attempt would be seeing how many times you could get Corey Graves and Michael Cole to call Bobby Lashley Bobby Lash Me on the sly and see how many times he doesn't notice. Yes, boys, so I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you for having us on yet again. Thank you for another sick show yet again. And pat yourselves on the back. Get yourselves a bong lit, get yourselves a joint roll, and get that shit smoked. And enjoy the rest of your 420. Peace!
Holy fuck.
God damn.
That was tremendous.
Okay, Jim, we found our opening theme song for the rest of our life.
Yeah, we definitely have one from now. That was awesome. Our boy Burbs, follow him on Twitter at Burberry Beats with 3s instead of E's. Check him out on the first 2 episodes of Ringside with Jim. And also, at the end of the show, we're going to play his new track. Check out his music, his YouTube, all that shit. So much love to that guy. He helped me so much getting the Ringside with Jim shit. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. He's like coaching me through editing and shit. So
really,
much love to him.
Jim,
Enough of that.
And you know, Jim didn't even ask me. I didn't even know it was coming out. So I want to thank Jim Vicious
bother
for
you
that.
enough.
Hey man, you know what? I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it. I'm in for the greater good of the show.
There it is. So yeah, definitely check that out. That was amazing. Like to put that together, man. That's fucking great.
Yeah, dude, that was so the Mike Chioda bit. That was fucking amazing.
Bobby Lash Me.
Took me a second, and it was like, oh shit! Even it got by me too. Bobby Lash Me.
Amazing. Oh, good shit. From there, I guess we could talk about the SmackDown side of shit.
I'm ending that song fast because it's glitchy.
A little weird, right?
Yeah.
So just to go through the call-ups, SmackDown gets Miz, Jeff Hardy, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Samoa Joe, Big Cass, Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, Killian Dane, Asuka, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Cesaro, Sheamus, R-Truth, Andrade Almas, and Zelina Vega.
No Nikki Cross.
Yeah, I guess they're going to run an angle with her and Baszler down in NXT.
Yeah, and it makes sense watching NXT too because like she berated everybody in the locker room aside from Nikki Cross because Nikki Cross is not in the women's locker room. So, yeah, no, I can see that, and it's not a bad thing having her wait a little while to come up because you do have the Iconics or the II Iconics
Dude, I don't know. I don't like it. I think that she should be with them. That was part of why I liked that group. Was like, there's a random crazy chick with them. To me, she added a ton to that group.
I agree completely.
You know, and she's great with them. Like, I like that they were. I like that groups that have a chick in them. I think that's good. You know.
Yeah, no, because then it really, you can attack anybody. You can get anybody involved. You can get the whole group involved in anybody's angle. It's great.
Exactly. I think, and yeah, just she's such a great character. When she comes up, will she be with them at least? I mean,
you almost have to with her character.
God,
don't
I
you
fucking
think?
hope so.
Fuck.
She's one of my favorite women in that company.
I agree.
Right now.
I agree. She's so, everything she does just seems like it is real. You know, everything hits hard. It seems.
And the character is great. Her work is fucking good.
Yeah.
You can't ask for much more than that. So I think that's a botch move.
I agree completely.
I also think not moving Rusev is a botch. I think you should have moved Rusev to Raw as a face. But
and
they're
he's
not going to do
definitely
that.
going to get buried in the shuffle here now. You know what I mean? With getting Joe brought over, Jeff Hardy's going to take him. Like, that's his mid card spot right there, gone with Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, fucking 40-year-old guy who just, there's another part of it, right? So Jeff Hardy just fucking wrecked his car drunk driving.
Yeah.
A guy with a fucking lifelong history of drug problems and shit. And they moved him off the show with his brother.
Yeah, that's seems like a weird move. I understand. Yeah, I haven't thought about it like that before. And I get what you're saying. Yeah, you'd think you'd want his brother there to rein him in.
Yeah, you think you put him with Matt? Obviously, they're going to travel together, and Matt is on the straight and narrow, so he'll fucking keep him. Seems like just a crazy idea to me.
It does.
They must not think about shit. Why is that the first thing I think? And they must not consider these things.
Well,
I guess they
I'll
don't
tell
give
you
a
the
fuck.
first thing I thought about, and now I'm not running that company, so it's not my job. But the first thing I thought was if you're not going to have Jeff and Matt together, Jeff and Matt need to be off the same show. You know what I mean?
Well, I get that, but I also, I think he needs somebody to fucking. Now, who's he going to travel with? Now, what's going on over there?
I don't know. I could see him probably traveling like maybe Shelton Benjamin or something.
Like the Bucks talk about that, like where like they're with their brother, man. Neither is going to let the other one do fucking dumb shit.
No, and you know what? And they're responsible guys, anyways. They're not partiers or nothing like that. I don't even think they drink because they're Christian boys.
They don't even fucking curse.
No, they say what they need to on being the elite, but they don't go very far.
What's going on with that, dude? They're saying that they're going to end being the elite.
The last episode was episode 100, and it was called Finale. So I don't know.
I know. That seems like a crazy idea.
It seemed to me it's a bad move. Yeah. If they're going to end this, it's reached its height of popularity.
Yeah, and then so it's a good time to quit. No, it's not. Actually,
you're still promoting All In. It's definitely not a good time to quit. So I don't think they're quitting because of All In being so close. I would imagine this will just turn into another season or something like that. They'll take a couple weeks off. I'm sure they're probably they get that out with such regularity and so current. It's unreal. I mean, they're enjoying these couple weeks off.
Well, one of them, though, they talk about, we had these offers from people, I don't know, to what extent, but to get involved with it or to put it on certain platforms or this or that. But they wanted to take up the quality and we're not into that. And it's like, I think they need somebody to do the shit. Because I don't know if they're editing this themselves. It almost seems like
it's Nick Jackson. Nick Jackson does it all.
Yeah, and he's, not very good at it, really. The production on that show is not good, dude.
Well, it's not because it's shot with phones.
Well, that too.
All right.
But I'm just like, you've got the fucking money. Just have a dude who films the shit and sets up audio. They're not even wearing mics. They're just like room audio, and it sounds like shit. It looks like shit. Fucking do it right. Hire a guy. God damn it.
I would have no problem with them shooting stuff with the phones when they're in airports or in cars or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those
backstage
skits in the backstage, they're usually at an ROH show.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Or a show that has a good camera.
Yeah.
Get somebody to use it there, or, like you said, have somebody come. Look at Cody with all of his fucking money, right? Like,
These guys got fucking cash. The Bucks have you heard about how they kind of Ric Flair shit, sort of? Like, when you go on tour with those guys, if you're with their crew and shit, and you're not making as much money as them, who is it who talks about that? Maybe Chuck E. T., who it's like the Young Bucks bought all of his meals on the tour and shit.
good for them, man. Good for them.
Or he's like, the most baller thing I've ever seen was the fucking Jacksons ordering like 5 of every appetizer on a menu in a restaurant. So I mean, I think they've got cash, man.
They're not strapped. No, look at them, man. You've seen the hauls they've gotten on one night.
You could get some fucking young person who's pretty good at that shit and pay him what, $25,000 a year? Take him on the road with you?
Yeah.
Fuck. Have him carry your bags and shit too? Perfect.
I think it would be a good, and you know what though? Maybe they're going to come back as this. It would be a good story if Being the Elite comes back and it's all bankrolled by Cody. You know what I mean? And like they got a good camera now, and you know, it would be a good story. It would be a good story. Someone can dream that maybe that's where they're going. That's where I would go.
The ending of 100 with Cody like crying in the fucking piano music. He's like crying. I guess he just looks super sad.
It's so good. I love everything about being, like we said, man. This is the best wrestling show on week to week wrestling show, and I miss it. I miss it. It's been a week now, and I miss it.
Yeah. Is it crazy that when I watched that, I actually felt sympathy for the Cody character after all the shit that he did? Like at that, you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah, no,
amazing.
I agree. Because like you're also looking at too the relationship with Brandy is strained on that television on that show as well, and Flip Gordon is gonna fuck Brandy at some point in time.
I'm gonna 450 into that sweet fucking that sweet chocolate. Yeah,
I would
for sure. We were talking about SmackDown. Shows how much we care about SmackDown.
Yeah. And Burbs talked about SmackDown.
Yeah, Burbs did it already, man. Fuck it. Man, I feel like now I'm just worn out. So like, I don't want to talk about SmackDown really. But I guess we have.
Let's talk about the big things then, okay?
Okay, well,
really.
Paige.
What about Paige? What did she do?
She's the general manager.
Was that announced on Tuesday?
Yeah, man. Where the fuck you been?
I thought that was the week before. Fair enough, man.
420 every day.
No, but she did a retirement thing last week and showed up on SmackDown last week because Absolution came out without Paige.
Dude, you're fucking.
No. Yeah. Because remember, she made the main event of Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
Okay. Right? Okay, you're right. Holy shit. I'm sorry. It shows how much I care about
420.
It's 420.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Yuck Nasty. Fucking love Yuck Nasty. Okay, you're right. I'm sorry.
I was like, man,
but I want to go back a week. Did I clarify enough last week how much I hated her being the general manager?
Her fucking one segment this week was abysmal with Shane McMahon. Oh, god damn, was that bad. But we got the Jeff Hardy thing where he interrupted Orton. He had him at Shelton Benjamin. Hardy wins.
Dude. Okay, what about this? So, another one of these fucking holes. So, Benjamin goes on Twitter and on Monday and says nice shit to fucking Gable. And then on Tuesday has to go out and they're like, this is the story. Well, but dude, I already tweeted like nice shit to him yesterday. We'll just say that you were hacked. Like, what? That's fucking stupid, man.
It is. I agree.
God damn it, that's stupid.
Who would want to hack fucking Shelton Benjamin's Twitter? Really?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Jeff Hardy wrestled Shelton Benjamin on SmackDown for the United States title in 2008. No shit. Seriously. Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my. Well, you know what though? They were both in WWE in 2003. Right?
The more things change, the more they stay the same, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was there. Matt Hardy was there. Chris Jericho was there. Triple H was there. Undertaker was there.
I liked the Miz promo from home with his wife and kid. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, he basically did the Elias thing. He said that town's not good enough for him.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent.
I did too. With the when he goes and he says he's going to kick his ass in Maurice language. Fucking Maurice, baby. Maurice.
She's hot.
Oh, she is.
But she smells like old lady.
I was waiting for it.
She look real fine. Now like old lady.
Maurice.
She probably has hairy armpits. Harper has a mask now, dude. How about that?
I didn't even notice that. That's how much I care about the Bludgeon Brothers. Harper has
if he's gonna wear a dumb mask, I want to have a dumb mask too. I mean, I guess like if
his face doesn't have to be shown all the time, I'm not showing my face either.
I feel like what's really holding this gimmick back is the fact that Harper doesn't wear a fucking mask to the ring too.
So tell me, what's this mask?
To the moon now. I don't even know what it fucking looks like out there.
Was it the exact same thing, the sheep mask?
No, it's like a skull, maybe?
Was it as gay as AJ Styles' mask that he had for a little while? Speaking of the gay community, you didn't feel gay fucking wearing that?
Yeah. No, I don't know. But there's a post-match beatdown where Naomi comes out like screaming to save the Usos from being hammered.
It worked. It worked.
I mean, I guess it did. I was like, they should have fucking hammered her, dude.
I would have at least like jumped at her and have her like flinch back and fall on the ground. That's what I would do.
Oh, you mean? I know. I meant like hammer her with their dicks.
Oh.
But no, I don't know.
I mean, I'd do that too.
Yeah.
Maybe not in front of like 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Because we all know there's no more than 3,000 people there.
Actually, it looked like they said sellout and they were showing the other side. You know, like anytime they do well, they're like, see, there's people over on this side.
So you're telling me you couldn't sell out the SmackDown after Mania, but you sold out the SmackDown 2 weeks after Mania?
This was a very game crowd too.
Yeah, no, I agree. Where were they again, Jim?
They were in Providence, Rhode Island.
Another kind of home crowd.
Yeah. But it was great to come back from commercial. Sin Cara's got the jobber entrance, and it's just like, who's coming out to beat him? Oh, Samoa Joe.
It was like, oh shit, I'm going to see Samoa Joe just kick somebody's ass. Cool.
The legit thing that went through my head is like, oh, who's going to beat Sin Cara?
Yeah, who's coming in from Raw that's going to beat him?
They showed that awful song again. We had a Sanity vignette, pretty much the same as the old NXT ones.
Except for the only word you see is not sanity. It's chaos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So is Okada and Will Ospreay coming to WWE? Oh shit, is Goto coming?
Did you see what they tweeted out?
Will Ospreay, something along the lines of "We're coming" or something, wasn't it?
He's like, we are?
Oh.
And Okada said something too. He was like very confused. Yeah, like, we're in Japan, man. No, we're not coming.
Yeah, no, we're doing good stuff.
Yeah.
Okada's over there having 5- and 6-star matches every time he goes out there.
Yeah.
What's he going to do?
And when Daniel Bryan was gone, you know, we all sat around and like, oh, it's too bad we didn't get to see him versus this person, and we fantasy booked all these matches.
The one we didn't think of.
And I just remember how we were all saying, like, man, I would love to see him take on Big Cass. That would just be a fucking dream match. If they do this, dude, unfucking believable.
Oh, you know they are. Oh,
he's the biggest guy. He's really big, so, and then Dan Bryan's really small, so you get it? But do you get it?
And we're going to have Big Cass beat him twice. But then don't worry. We'll give Daniel Bryan that last one by fluke.
Later on, when fucking at the close of the show, where Big Cass is, spoiler alert, we're skipping ahead, where he's standing over Daniel Bryan, dude, I had the cornet face on my face. I swear to God. If you fucking see all of something, I had the cornet face just. Oh, you fucking. Thank you. Fuck you back. Unbelievable, man.
That's amazing. What a fucking sight it was, too, man. Just to see fucking.
I thought I was having a stroke, kind of. Am I having a stroke, or fucking are they fucking Daniel Bryan's first big angle back is with fucking Big Cass?
Oh no, Jim. I think you're just calm down. You'll be okay. Holy fuck, this is unreal though. It is. Cass, really, Brian. Like I'm not gonna lie, Jim. I'm wrecked. But like this. Oh. This is just blowing my mind here, just thinking about this.
You're blowing my mind, bro. What else we have? Carmella was out and she showed a video package. It was great. You got to see her old face in this video, man.
It was nice. It was nice.
It's like, oh, do you remember how cute that girl used to be before she did whatever the fuck she did to her face?
Now try not to look at her lips. Try not to.
God damn it.
Then the crowd chants, "You deserve it."
Yeah.
What does she deserve, Jim?
To be the champion, even though she's awful at everything.
Oh man,
awful,
horrible.
Charlotte's out. The Aussie cunts come out, and again, I think people are like, they love the Iconics, the Aussie cunts as they were, but every time they do these attacks, they look like shit.
They're not good workers at all.
No,
they're not.
And those fake tits are not going to help either. But
I mean, I like looking at them.
Yeah,
I don't mind Peyton Royce. I don't mind Peyton Royce's. Okay, give me a break. Yeah. Give me a break. I don't mind Peyton Royce's.
She seems to be the one that everybody is high on there.
I wouldn't be high on either one of them, but in my opinion, Peyton Royce is much better looking than Billie Kay. Billie Kay
what about overall talent?
In my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
But in my opinion, though, yeah, Peyton Royce is probably the better worker.
Yeah.
And that's why they're feeding Billie Kay to Charlotte first.
Yeah, that's why we had Charlotte, Billie Kay.
Yeah. And then we'll get Charlotte and Peyton Royce. Maybe at back. I don't know. You won't get it. Would you get it at Backlash? No. I don't know.
6-woman. I feel like there's a 6-woman tag coming on.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Because at some point in time, Absolution is going to side with Paige. You just know it's going to happen.
Oh, I mean.
Why else are they on SmackDown? Paige is going to become the heel that Dan O'Brien could not be.
Well, it's going to be Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka taking on the Aussie cunts and Carmella. Oh, at least, I mean, this week or maybe at the pay-per-view. Who knows? Definitely not at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
No. The ticket fucking fiasco with that. Have you heard about this?
Oh yeah, we should talk about that. Yeah.
How you can if the only way a woman can go is if she's with a family.
The man, most importantly.
Yeah, it's like, man, what the fuck? You can't buy a single ticket no more. They're all sold out. You also weren't allowed to buy any good seats because they're all for people that they're giving tickets to.
Well, yeah, that's so they can, when the cameras go by, they can look fucking normal.
Yeah. So.
Well, normal genies.
Well, I mean, yeah, they just have a bunch of dudes in these white shawls.
Yeah.
It's a sea of white.
And I'm not one to shit on anyone's culture. I mean, if we've established anything here, it's that I would never do that. But isn't it funny when you see some motherfucker like dressed up like a fucking genie and he's like on an iPhone, like sending emails and shit? What the fuck, man? At some point, those two things just seem like they don't go together for me.
I agree. I picture you riding a camel in a desert, no cell reception, and then you whip out a cell phone and you blow my mind.
Yeah, women were just. Wow. Holy shit. Just this January, women were only first allowed to attend a soccer match in Saudi Arabia.
That madness.
But they have to fucking. They're dressed in headscarves and long flowing fucking shit. So I mean, they're basically completely covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked up some things about our friends in Saudi Arabia. Do you want to talk about some of these?
Sure.
All right, man. Oh, so Being gay there is completely against the law. You could be fined, jailed, even fucking killed.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. A video recently came out online. It was like depicted a gay man's wedding. And the Saudi Arabia government found these motherfuckers and arrested them.
Holy fuck. So, okay, who's gay on the roster? Darren Young is not there no more. Do they have a gay person?
What do you mean?
Like on the WWE roster?
Besides Finn Balor? It's a joke. We joke around here.
You won't be selling those fucking shirts there, that's for sure.
Yeah. No, I don't know, but he wouldn't be going there if that's the case. But dude, so check this out. This stadium is accommodated segregation, okay, at this fucking soccer match with women-only car parks. That must have been a fucking disaster. Just cars ran into each other everywhere. And separate entrances for the female spectators. Like, if you're not with a man, you have to be segregated. So it'll be, you can bring your bitch with you and sit up close. If you're a single dude, you have to sit in a separate section from the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, because women can't really, I mean, I don't know about Saudi Arabia, but a lot of those cultures, you can't go out in the street. You can't be seen out without a dude or with another dude other than yours.
Yeah, and then I understand why there's no women on this show. Right.
No, I get that. Okay, so if they want to, Saudi Arabia wants to roll like that, and those people want to fucking do that, fine, great.
Yeah.
But this company, while simultaneously trying to say how we're so pro women and fucking raw women and all this shit, giving out ovary shaped trophies for women's matches, then to just go over there and like, oh yeah, we're not going to bring any women, and women here have to fucking sit in separate sections, and I just think it's kind of gross, man.
It is. I understand that.
I just wouldn't do business with them, but I'd just be like, I don't care how much money you have, and trust me, they have fucking all of the money.
Yes.
How much do they have? All of it.
All of it. Every last fucking cent of it. If I'm not going to lie, no, I've never prided myself on my morals. If I was running a business and Saudi Arabia was going to give me all kinds of money, I'd be like, yeah, I'm okay. I'll do it.
No, I got you there, but I'm saying you're not simultaneously trying to act like you're fucking pushing women's rights ahead.
No, that's true, because I probably wouldn't be, honestly. But
if this was just
like a sexist way, it was I'm not that influential.
Right, I just feel like you can't have that campaign and at that same time say, oh, we're going to leave you guys fucking back.
It's pretty hypocritical.
When they would go to the Middle East before, Darren Young did not go on on those tours.
I wouldn't. If I was gay, I would not do it either. I wouldn't.
No, it's illegal to fucking be gay.
Yeah.
They'll throw fucking stones at you.
Yeah. Fuck that, man. In the day of the internet, you can't hide shit.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. So this whole shit, I'm interested to see it. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like a bunch of fucking genies sitting around watching this shit.
The stadium looks fantastic, too. Have you seen the set?
Seen. No, is there a stage and set already up or what?
They're building it. It's not going to be your usual WWE set.
Yeah.
It's more akin to, in my opinion, it's either, from what I've seen, going to look more like an old school WWE show, like 1998, 1999 Raw. Or
that's what they want. They want shit from when it was good.
Yeah, or it's going to look more like a WrestleMania type set. Not as big, but different.
Bash at the Beach seems like a real no-brainer here. Fucking Bash at the Beach, dude.
Oh, my God. That's great.
Big casket cannonball into a pool and shit. Awesome. Oh, God. I guess. Where the fuck are we? I don't even know anymore.
Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are added. Then the bar gets added. This is all just by promos. R-Truth has a weird thing where he comes in and he says, I'll see you on Monday. And they're like, no, this is Tuesday. I was confused. Yeah. I just assumed R-Truth went to SmackDown when he wasn't supposed to. But apparently he's been traded or drafted or shook up. He's shook up.
He's been shaken. It's 420. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's a reference to I wonder if anybody out there is getting the. It's a reference to a 6 Feet Under song, the awful band 6 Feet Under.
I no idea.
The song called 420. And it's 420.
No, I've
Fucking
never heard of
awful.
it. Never heard
It's
of
not
it.
good.
It's not good. I'm glad.
I say we'd close with it, but we're playing Burbs. Stick it up. But yeah. So what else? Andrade and Selena. I think they're great. I think that's a great act to your show.
And you know what? Though that Candice LeRae and Vega match was not bad.
It's only like
On
fucking
NXT?
6 minutes long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to see a match with Vega for more than 6 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that was really SmackDown, as we said. It ended with Big Cass posing over Daniel Bryan.
Yes, in the whopping main event of AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan against Rusev and Nathan English.
Yeah, very bad. NXT quickly. Gargano's wife had a pretty good promo.
Well, she said like 5 words.
If we're picking a third match, actually, we could have came up with a top 3. Ricochet and Fabian Eichner. I'll let that one do it.
That was a pretty good match.
It was a slow week. After the match, after Ricochet takes out Eichner, he has an interview on the ramp, and God damn it. I love that guy. He's great, but man, he sucks at everything microphone.
Yeah, he's not a talker, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially when he's all gassed from like fucking doing a 6:30 and shit.
I'm shocked he's still doing that.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing.
How long could you do that though? You know,
if he went to if he went to the main roster, I don't know if he would do it. You can't do it every night.
he wouldn't think so, right?
Man,
he is, and even in this match too, I thought Eichner was a great decision to have a match with him. I was like interested in it.
Yeah.
I'd watch those guys wrestle for like 15 fucking minutes.
well, and you take Eichner, he's a good worker, and he's not high up on the NXT card yet. So it really gives you a great match to match up Ricochet, where you can give the guy some offense, but overall Ricochet is going to win.
Yeah, it was really well done. So there, I put that in the top 3. Yeah, Lars Sullivan promo. I hate those. I hate the way that guy talks. I think it ruins everything. I've said that before, though.
Yeah, the lisp and the big words.
Yeah, it's just not good. The War Raiders take on those fucking greaser guys again.
Casey and Chris. I love more. Ronaldo made a joke.
JT, I thought it was. And Chris.
Okay, maybe it's JC, but I think it's Casey, because More Ronaldo made the joke of Casey and Chris, something about Casey and JoJo. He compared them to Casey and JoJo, and I popped. It wasn't that good because I can't remember what it is, obviously, but I popped.
Yeah, and the War Raiders debut,
the music
great,
is
obviously.
horrible. And them coming out the gym, all I could think of was a creative wrestler tag team entrance where they're just stood in the ring just giving the devil horns up in the air.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. They look like fucking 8-year-old chubby kids.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I don't
Somebody
know.
needs to stop that. They need to stop. I'm going to fast forward every entrance if that's what they're going to do.
Speaking of fast forward, Shayna Baszler. I thought this was awful too, this backstage thing. Doesn't she talk like an awkward young kid, like a 10-year-old boy?
She might have been punched too hard a few times.
Like her delivery is just fucking it's so weird, dude, and awkward. It's like she's like a mouthy 14-year-old kid or something, like a boy.
Yeah.
That you think like, you see that it's your friend's kid and you're like, oh, my friend must be a pussy. He just needs to fucking punch that kid in the head. Take him out back and put some boxing gloves on him and fucking box his cunty ears a little bit.
Do you think, I would imagine Dakota Kai is going to be the one that tries to do that and just gets murdered again.
Probably. Kona Reeves, dude. Prince Maivia.
Yeah,
Rocky
dude.
Iakea.
He is the artist formerly known as Prince Iakea Reborn.
Dude, how funny is that for his old gimmick we were saying that shit, and now he's just like the next evolution of it.
Yeah, it's You know who his favorite wrestler is?
What a dog shit fucking gimmick this is. This is one of those, it's dead on arrival. Dude, it's
You've
dead on
already
arrival.
got the Velveteen Dream. Why do you need this? Why is this gimmick even a thing?
What would you say? What would you, if you had to sum up what this gimmick is?
The
What would you
Velveteen
say?
Dream. Yes.
Not near as good though.
No. Oh God, no, no. But it's the same thing. It's a heterosexual guy
Maybe.
that thinks he's really good looking. You know,
Is Velveteen Dream straight? I like to think Velveteen Dream is.
I would like to believe Velveteen Dream is gay, but Prince wasn't gay, was he?
I don't know.
I think it's questionable. Nobody really knows.
You're about to hear this is the 420 special, and I'm fucking got cotton mouth, and I'm going to the kitchen to get a drink. So keep going. Talk about NXT.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking my computer with me. I'm in the kitchen right now.
Okay, well, they go outside, and Pete Dunne, he's in the Performance Center. He said he's going to be back in a couple weeks. He's going to rip Roderick Strong's head off and just walks away with his clam diggers. Just his short pants. What a guy. Lars Sullivan then has a match with Killian Dane. It's, like we said earlier, was the one match we had in our top three. Now our top three has two, which is Ricochet and Fabian Eichner, and Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane. I don't know where the third one is, but insert your own. That's a fan inserted one. Tweet us what non-WWE match should be the last of our top three. That's what you need to do.
I have no idea what kind of madness you were like. What you things you were saying didn't make any sense to me.
Man, whatever, man. I'm stoned. It's 420. It's just how I roll.
I was thinking like how dumb would it be, like baked out of my mind on 420, doing a podcast, holding my laptop, trying to open a fucking thing of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Short
Drop my
circuits
laptop
everywhere.
or something. It took everything within me not to grab a piece of the pizza that's sitting on top of the fucking oven from dinner.
Man, before I came here, I went to a bakery, and I just picked up some fresh white bread. Oh, I can't wait to dig into that. Just put some fucking butter on that, put it in the microwave for like 5 seconds, take it out, and just, can't fucking.
That's what you're stoked about? You're stoked about bread? White bread?
Dude, this is good bread. Cobb's Bakery, bitch.
It must be good fucking bread.
It is, man. You can get like brioche bread, and like they got all these desserts, like all kinds of scones. I had a caramel scone, or no, I can't remember what it was. It was a scone that I put with ice cream. Man, it was delicious.
For dinner today on 420 special, we went to this Papa Murphy's. You have those up there?
Yeah. You do it where you go and buy the pizza and you bake it at home.
It's like, well, it said stuffed pizza, and I was like, oh, it's like stuffed crust or something.
No, it's a pizza on
it's
top of a pizza.
It's like dough, cheese, toppings, and sauce and shit, and then there's another crust on top and more cheese and more shit, and like, it is unbelievable how dense and fucking, oh my god.
I've had that pizza before. I know what's going on in your belly right now, and it's fantastic.
It's an orgy of pizza goodness. We got a fucking, and the main event was like 6 minutes really.
Yeah,
but dude, God,
was
how
good, though.
good did Vega look here? Unbelievable.
Oh my good god, dude, she's like a Latina Alexa Bliss. I love her.
Oh my god, yeah, she is. She's way hotter than Alexa Bliss, in my opinion.
I agree. Even with that weird belly button.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
It is a little weird. It's an Audi. You don't see an Audi very much these days.
Yeah, they set up a title match next week with Gargano and Black. So that's been taped already, I assume, and we didn't hear any spoilers about it. So probably guess which that goes.
No, Gargano doesn't win the title. I would imagine. You would know. It would be something that people are talking about.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. That's like, it always gets fucking spoiled.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. So
Like, when was the last time like the NXT title got changed in a? Never.
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, they've done it, but what else do we have this week, man?
We
Other than
got.
NXT?
I got no other wrestling. We do have that one other audio clip.
Oh yeah. Well, before we play this, because we always have to say it with some people, and with Ravishing, we do not listen to these voicemails ahead of time, so we have no idea what's going to be said. Us playing it does not mean we stand by it, especially with this. He's crazy, man.
He is.
So let's see what he has to say. I hope we get to do his catchphrase.
What is the deal, guys? It is your boy Ravishing Dick Root here once again to fuck all your wives long dick style and thick dick style. And as I woke up today, it is Tuesday, April 17th. It's about 11:38 a.m. And I'm a little under the weather. Took off for work today. I woke up this morning to a lot of emails. People asking me why the fuck did I snap last night listening to the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show. Well, let me tell you why I fucking snapped for all you people that listen to Suplex City Limits, that know me and ask me that shit. And for those of you that know me from Wrestling Soup and ask me that shit. And I hope Mission Joe don't take any offense to this, and Draper also, because this has nothing to do with them. And I know that you know that they're tight with DT and KC and shit. But I pretty much snapped in the motherfucking chat room. Like, I didn't say anything more than what I said. I said one sentence, or should I say, like, maybe two sentences, and I kept them, and I just completely tuned the fuck out, logged the fuck out, and unfollowed. Just because unfollowed just all the way, just I don't want to listen to the Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle show anymore.
Wait, hold on. Can you pause?
You know,
this
I've been
while we
listening
go?
to these guys for about 9 years, and yeah, about 9.
I can't pause it. No.
Dude, this is 11 minutes long.
It is 11 minutes.
Holy shit, man!
We
I
can't
don't even
play
know what
this.
he's.
We can't
No,
play
I don't even
this.
know what he's talking about,
I don't
man.
either. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know what we're referring to. So
No, me neither. Because I don't listen.
no, I don't know. If you can condense something down to 2 minutes and send it back to us.
Yes. Do that rant in 2 minutes and we'll play it.
Yeah, exactly. Much love to that guy. He's fucking awesome. I love Russian Dick Rude.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, not for enough for like 11 minutes of a situation I'm not even familiar with.
Well, and you look at it too. The suit wouldn't do that. That
Well, it's
wouldn't
probably-
pass their screener, and that's why he
probably
sent
why
it to
he's
us.
I don't have a problem with you running an angle with Don Tony on our show. That'd be all right.
Yeah, yeah,
You can run an
exactly.
angle with him. But you don't get 11 minutes of promo time though.
No, we can't do that.
You
We
got
can't
2
do
minutes,
that.
pal.
Our fucking show is 2 hours to begin with. We can't fucking do an 11-minute promo.
Oh god. All right, and we might as well talk about the Greatest Royal Rumble because it's taking place a week from today at like noon Eastern. So I guess this is where we're going to have to preview it. So some of the matches on the card. I mean, let's go from the top to the bottom. You got Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. Duh, they put it on Roman Reigns.
In a steel cage match too, by the way.
Yeah, no steel cage.
I don't know, because this is what I read this week. He's 43 days away from beating CM Punk's record for longest reigning champion. Or you know what I mean? Not the record, but to make CM Punk not the longest reigning in modern times. So I think that might be where their angle is. I think their angle is to take that away from CM Punk.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
Well, see, and this is what Brock's had the title for a long fucking time. And who's the next guy they're going to give the title to for this long? I don't think they can, because Brock has been away. You know, Brock was never there. Now, you know what they'll do with Roman Reigns? They'll have him lose to the heel of the week, every 3 months. And he'll become fucking, by the time he's retired, 25-time world champ.
Roman Reigns, he's got the wettest hair. Dude, I'm going Reigns must pose, dude. You know how I roll with Roman Reigns. Reigns must pose.
Hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. You got to pump that cock somehow.
Well, there you go. So we got different picks there. AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura.
I would imagine AJ still wins, honestly.
I don't think they're going to change both the belts on the show.
No. No,
You never know, though.
I think Brock Lesnar wins. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but I think I'm going with
Okay, Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Robot Reigns. But dude, these guys paid big fucking cash for this shit. That's why they're like, we want the old guys. We want, so they're pulling out all the stops for this. I can only imagine how much money they're getting paid for this.
Oh, it's some fucking egregious amount.
It's got to be insane.
For them to clearly just turn away from the women's revolution for a night, it's.
I'm saying they got John Cena, they've got Undertaker, Chris Jericho. Did
Triple
Ray?
H.
I guess Ray has never been announced for it.
I think, but he's all but announced for the Rumble part.
Yeah, I think he could be a surprise there. I think they're going to pull out all the stops. I think this is going to be a fucking better show than WrestleMania, dude. It definitely has the potential.
This is basically Rumble and WrestleMania put into one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. You're fucking right. There's a reason why they're calling this the greatest Royal Rumble, because it's going to be the greatest Royal Rumble. Because it's a WrestleMania Royal Rumble.
Did I hear a knock at the door? It's the '92 Royal Rumble.
I'm not saying in match wise it's going to be the greatest, but it's the greatest Royal Rumble because it's Royal Rumble at WrestleMania kind of deal.
Dude, it kind of snuck up. I was like, and looking at it, it's like, fuck, this is actually not bad.
Yeah.
Seeing a Triple H, I mean, that's nothing to.
No, but it's at least a combination of guys you haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. You get the Intercontinental Championship ladder match: Rollins, Miz, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Bobby Lashley.
There you go. That should be fantastic. I would, because Samoa Joe was talking about taking the IC title at Raw or at Greatest Royal Rumble. It's just, I yearn for Samoa Joe to have that title.
Yeah, not going to happen here, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think Rollins continues on with it.
Yeah, I'm going with Rollins here. Undertaker and, Rusev again.
Cool. I mean,
in a casket
bury me
match.
softly, brother.
Yep.
Undertaker's going to win.
Be fucking 5 minutes. Hardy and Mahal. I'm going with Mahal, dude.
I'm going with Mahal too, because we had that epiphany where Mahal is going to fucking beat Hardy, take it to Raw, and then fucking Randy Orton beats him at Backlash.
Yeah, I'm going with Bludgeon Brothers to defend over the Usos.
Of course.
Bar taking on Hardy and Wyatt. It's going to be, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, Jim,
so.
what other matches there? Is there any more?
There's a Cruiserweight Championship, allegedly. Cedric Alexander versus to be determined. He's taking on the winner of the Gauntlet match that will be held during 205 on Tuesday.
Yeah, because Buddy Murphy was overweight.
Yeah, he weighed in too much.
10 days before the match.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably going to be Ali because they'll just do that. They're lazy.
Yeah. To me, it screams we couldn't get you a work visa.
Yeah, maybe. He's from Australia.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Who wins the greatest Royal Rumble, Jim?
Oh, God. I have no idea. There's supposed to be some NXT people in there. They're thinking like a couple of local talents will be in there.
Ugh.
I can't wait for fucking... Oh, my God. I can't wait for some fucking Saudi Arabian wrestler. Oh, God damn.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that Rey Mysterio wins.
Yeah?
Just for the pop from the Saudi crowd.
Yeah. I feel like he's going to surprise show up there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good show, actually. I'm just kind of stoked.
So. I think
next time I'm going to watch that next Friday night.
I'm excited to watch it. I am.
So we'll watch that, and the next week's show we'll be back. We can recap it. Fuck yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Not usually do we have anything to watch on a Friday night before Suplex City Limits. Usually it's a relaxed night where I can get my notes together and shit. Not this week.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Should be good. We'll just do our Twitter shout-outs here, and I think we're good to go. You can get yourself a shout-out at the end of the show by retweeting our pinned episode on Twitter. Help spread the word. If you like the show, you don't have to give us money or buy T-shirts. That would be way cooler if you did. But you can also just share our shit. Help us, get some more people. So Shout outs to Junk Club, Mo McButts, Tony Vasquez, Sat Pod, Beach Wing 22, The Strap Podcast, much love there, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, Jock Quixote. Did you know I've been mispronouncing this whole time? That's how that's pronounced.
What were you pronouncing it as?
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know that that's how Quixote. I've heard Quixote, you know, like the Western guy, right? Or
Yeah.
John Quixote or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was spelled like that. So, I was corrected this week. So shout out to him. Viva La JD, Sensible Sam, So Divine Lance Levine, Casual Sex with Crumb Podcast.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. You want to see what that is? The least discreet podcast on the web. Sex positivity, kink, adult news, and butt stuff. Okay, that's good.
I don't need another reason to want to jerk off again.
Ardent Wrestling, Jeremy Foltz, AC Patty, Klondike Bill, the infamous Chris Savage, Leo OK, Respect is Dead, Damon, Well Kept and Unclean Pod, Johnny Utah, 10-inch dick like an anaconda, Bobby Anthem. Did you see that fucking thread that was just going on forever
Oh man,
today?
just about his baby arm. Yeah, man, that went on and on. And on. I still like after work. It was like 6 o'clock. And I look at my phone. 20 new Twitter notifications. Like holy fuck! I clicked. It was like, oh shit, this is still going.
Inhuman Experience Podcast, hosted by Bobby Anthony and the boy B Blades. No shit, I haven't heard that one yet. That must have came out very recently.
It came out on Monday. I was on that with Johnny Florida from Wrestling's Council.
Oh.
I fucked that name up, but I can't remember, so fuck it. I'm not even going to try
Johnny
to hide
Florida.
it.
Yeah, he's on our shit. That's cool. How was it? Pretty good?
Yeah, we talked about drugs and psychedelics and right up my alley. Stuff I love.
Yeah. Good shit. Check them out. THT Wrestling, Tom Zim, Dom Homie, Dan the Man 1, Wayne G, Caleb Morganfield, Chris and Damon's Amazing Nerd Show, EMZT Radio Podcast, Jay Dune, Jericho MPN, JC Sterling, and Sarah Gutowski. Thank you very much for helping spread the word. I think we're fucking done.
I think we did. 420 show in the bag.
Yeah, it's pretty much done. If after you Suplex City Limits and the Federation and all the other shows on the Suplex City Limits channel, pay-per-view Take 2, Ringside with Jim, all that shit. After that, if you're still looking for more wrestling pods, check out our friends Wrestling Soup, The Strap, Sat Pod, Shooting the Shiznit. What else we got there? I'm forgetting people. Smack It
Inhuman
Down.
Experience. Smack It
Inhuman
Down with
Experience.
JD. The THT podcast.
Yeah, all
Wrestling
those guys.
National
Check,
Council.
yeah, check out that shit. Support cool people doing cool shit. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've nailed the 420 show on the head. I'm really stoned.
I feel like I'm really baked. So
Yeah, I'm going to edit this show, put it up, and I'm going to play the fuck out of some God of War.
oh yeah, I've heard really good things about it. I feel like Tommaso Ciampa should be
Yes.
the God of War character though.
Yes. Oh,
Be way
completely. His entrance one of these days should be the God of War character, Kratos.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would, especially
play it,
without
just-
his music. Give him like
It's-
fucking the apocalypse themes. Oh, it'd be great.
Oh yeah. And when you're playing it, instead of thinking that you're him, think of you're playing as Tommaso Ciampa.
I'm going to. Who should this little kid be? Johnny Gargano? Because it's him and his little son.
I don't know. I
He's
guess
always with him. This game is 50 gigs. Holy fuck.
it's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Well, that's it.
Like my dick.
Yeah, listen to all the shows, like that shit, all that. Next week, we will recap the Greatest Royal Rumble and everything else that happens in the week.
It'll be a good
think
time.
that's it.
You'll enjoy it.
All right. So with that said, you have anything else before we go?
Nah.
No, I don't have anything else to say to them.
Give me off this godforsaken show.
I'm done talking. I'm talking to these people.
They've had
Had
their
enough of this
quota.
Now, why don't you turn this off and get back to doing something?
fuck off.
Fuck. So until next week, as always, may you get all the dick and no pussy desire. Remember, a winner is you, and be excellent to each other. See you next week.
I don't raise the bar, I set the bar, I own the shit, I guess.
Round 4. Fight!